Cheers.
To progress.
Our foundation is finally formed.
It is. Nice and deep.
That looks like it's tipping.
The artesian well is still running. 17, 18.
18 I have, yay! Welcome to our channel. I'm Kathie and that's Rich, and we are living off-grid in the Adirondacks of New York State while building a homestead from scratch on 135 acres so we can live a simpler life of freedom and sustainability. Just a couple of things around the homestead before we talk about the foundation. You did the driveway. That was huge.
I just dug the trench straighter where we want it, and we've got the stone back on the driveway.
It's a little narrow and
Soft,
right?
So we fixed that up.
Yesterday, the concrete guy stopped by to check on things and see where we were at with the stone. And he took a few measurements to make sure the stone was deep enough. We're still waiting on the GPS guy to come. We're actually still waiting on the plumbing inspection. But concrete guy did say that that pile of rocks has to be moved. It's in the way of the cement trucks coming in, right?
Get out of
It starts here. Go ahead, walk it, sweetheart. So this hole
starts here.
should be like 4 feet more to the right, or 5 feet even. Yeah. Much more, yeah, exactly.
But this area has gotten hammered pretty hard because of all the work we did.
Yeah, I mean, we've come so far. This whole area was just all shrubbery, bushes, crap last year. Got your present.
Wow, this looks good.
It is good. It's so hot out. Doesn't that thing help really a lot to help keep you cool? It's amazing, right? Ooh, that's a good rock.
It's always a good rock.
The temperature cooled down a lot. Looks good, honey.
Better.
It's raining.
It's raining, but it won't be for long.
Doing great, honey. The rain actually feels good. It's refreshing.
Oh, right, here's where we ended up so far. Not perfect, but a whole lot better. Kathie's gonna help me do some raking, and we're gonna spread out some stone over here and make my driveway that much bigger. Driveway now.
Wow, looks good, hon.
That ditch is pretty straight.
It's definitely a huge improvement. Yeah, you used a lot of that stone. That's good.
Yeah, so we'll just push the rest of it over here.
Yep.
So yeah, this stuff probably shouldn't be sitting out here in the sun for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, I agree. Where are you gonna put it?
Going in the shed.
The pump house? Okay. So now that's ready for all the trucks to come through.
Yeah.
Then you had a squirrel nest in the solar panel.
Yeah. So yeah, when the batteries weren't charging, and I started looking at the solar panels, and I saw that there was a nest in one of them, and sure enough, he chewed up the wires. This thing is not charging. There's no voltage coming from the panel.
That's a pretty big nest.
Poke it with a stick.
Give it a little poke, just a tad. Gentle.
Crap is falling in my face.
Oh.
Ugh. I need a mask. I found that. I'm sure that's my problem.
Did you look up what the weather was supposed to be today?
Yeah, well, I looked it up yesterday, and they said it was supposed to rain all day today, 100%.
I guess that wasn't right.
Yeah, so. Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, it's beautiful right now. It's probably like 70 maybe. It's gorgeous.
Perfect. All right, we're charging again.
Put up some lights around the camp.
It gets dark here at night.
It does. And Richie put up the solar light on the corner here. And over here toward the generator. So they charge all day in the sun. And hopefully at night they'll light things up for us. And there it goes. Works great. And let's go try the other one. And there it is. Perfect. That's really useful. They're solar, of course. We looked at the steel.
Yeah, we got the steel.
We're ready to put the steel up. And I decided to study the plans a little bit more and figure out the steel, because that's next. As soon as the foundation is done, a couple days later, we can start putting the steel structure up. And they literally lettered it for us, right?
Yep, they had some sort of labeling going on these things, so we were able to figure it out with the plans, what they are, and kind of get an order of things as we put it together.
So let's just take a look. A, I think, is the one in the garage. The hub.
Yes.
So B.
I see a B.
So there's 5 Bs.
And right under it?
And so we do the A hub with the Bs first. And then the Cs are the barrel ribs. We have 6 of those. Now the problem with the Cs are, they're not really attached to anything. They're just one giant loop that goes up and over. So what we have to do at the same time that we're doing those, we need to put these pieces on. They're called floor supports. They have a letter too. What's their letter? They're F. And then we have
looking for D.
D. That should be these right here. These are the utility room. See if you find a D on them.
D.
We have a D. So there should be 4 of those.
Yeah.
And those create our utility room, which is actually going to be 2 stories. The downstairs is the utility room. The second floor is the bathroom. And this last one should be E. That's this 2-1. That's 1 story, and that's our entryway, like our front entry. And that's interesting because that one doesn't even get plates in the cement. For some reason, they want us to do what with that? They want us to do...
We're drilling in some anchor bolts.
Yeah. We have a hammer drill. It should work, right?
It's not a big, heavy-duty one. We'll see.
Now, we also got all the hardware to put it together.
Yes, we did.
Let's go take a quick look at that. There it is. The A is on the hub. Oof. It's very hot in here.
It is.
So this is all the hardware.
This is what they gave us.
Okay.
These are some 5/8 bolts by 2 inch.
50 bolts and 50 nuts.
It's a shoulder bolt. These are some concrete anchors. These are like a concrete sort of self-tapping screw.
And then the plates. I think we're good, honey. We'll check the plans again, but that's our next step after the concrete. Now we just have to make sure we have the right tools.
But we know where everything's got to go.
Know what's got to go first, second, third, or ABC, and all the nuts and bolts that we need for that. I put the lumber list in for some bids, so we're waiting on those. We didn't get approval yet. They have a call in to see what's taking so long, but we're trying to get bids anyway because we really need to be ahead of the game. I really need to be done now because the bugs are excruciating, so hurry up, let's talk about the foundation.
So that's it, we're getting the final layout here. A couple of fine adjustments. So our man with his fancy GPS tool here. Is it working off of satellites?
No, it's all just a direct line of sight.
The rest of the stone is moved out of the way. So we have a nice area around the foundation for cement trucks and boom trucks and everything else that has to come in here. It's all good. Today had to be one of the hottest days. It got up to over 94 degrees today. Those guys worked all day out in that hot, scalding sun. We didn't videotape them much because it just didn't seem right.
They were just
working hard.
Yeah, they were just at it, and I didn't want to get in their way at all.
Not at all. And you know how I don't know, but I get really cranky in really hot weather, and I just did not want to distract them.
You get really cranky in hot weather?
Shut up. Just a little.
The concrete guy came, and the GPS mapping.
They got all those
They
forms
got
up.
everything placed exactly where it needs to be.
Plumber came too.
He finished up some of his work that he needed to do over by the bathroom. He boxed in a whole area for the shower and the toilet. And as soon as he knows exactly where the walls are going to be, he'll be able to
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
fine-tune that. So he's coming back tomorrow to cover everything with the vapor barrier plastic, the wire mesh that goes in, and all the pieces of rebar that go in around the perimeter.
Right,
footing.
which is why we had to race tonight when Rich got home from work to get the conduit in for the PEX pipe for the heat.
For the heat. That's it.
Good. Perfect. So far, so good.
We just need to go under a couple of doorways, you know, down, under, and come back up. And we sleeved
So it's out of the way.
We sleeved the heat PEX right in there, and now it's good to go.
I don't know when we're going to get that heat part done. We don't have to put in a secondary heat source. Our primary heat source is the wood stove. So that's not like a priority, but we had to put it in now to be prepared.
It had to be in the concrete. It had to be in the sleeve because, from what I understand, that PEX cannot be in contact with the concrete.
Right. So they're looking at the end of the week for concrete. So that'll be next video.
Yeah, one other thing that we realized that we don't have is on these exterior walls, there's got to be 2 feet of foam, 2 inches thick, rigid foam, and 2 feet underneath.
Right, so it's 2 down and 2 out.
So we have to get some of that foam before they back.
That
it was kind of an oversight, but I think we'll be able to figure that out and get it.
Yeah, because it's not an emergency. Because he's not going to put that on until he's ready to cover and bury everything. So we have little time to order that. But yeah, we have to get on the ball with that because that wasn't something we were expecting.
All right.
So thanks for watching.
I'm Rich.
And I'm Kathie.
And we're creating a simpler life here in the Adirondacks.
And building one.
And building one.
See you on the next video. All right, I was just getting some B-roll and I noticed that the bathroom fixtures don't look like they're in the right place. It's 9:45. We just finished getting all the haunches and everything that we could possibly fix done before tomorrow. We're exhausted. So we had haunches in the wrong places. We had plumbing in the wrong places. So the haunches are fixed and the plumber will be here tomorrow and we'll take care of that.
I'm just happy we caught it.
Oh my God, me too. Me too, because that just would have been terrible. All right, bedtime.
Yeah, let's get cleaned up.
Yeah. Wasn't that a gift you gave to me?
I did, but you rejected it. I tried to teach her to fly. Watch how easy this is to fly, and she wouldn't want to learn.
I couldn't do it.
Ready? Oh boy. Bye. Do a flyby.
Into the sunset.
Look at that, it's standing still practically.
It really is.
Here we come. Here we come. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
All right. All right.